Hello everyone, this is HTJ Halloween, and today I am finally back from my week-long camp where I had no phone or electronics. I missed quite a few sneak peeks, definitely a lot more than last year, so I'll be slowly catching up and hopefully releasing all of my videos on about 2 sneak peeks a day. I don't want to just flood my channel with all the videos that I missed all in one day, so I will be talking about rocking Horse Dolly today, and I will also be releasing my videos on Cocooned Corpse later this evening. And also, just before we get started, I do want to let you know that I have lost my voice a little bit. If you do notice that I sound slightly different, that's why. So Rocking Horse Dolly was released the day after I left for camp, so I just barely missed her. And I gotta say, I am definitely a super big fan of this all-new creepy doll animatronic. So I know I haven't seen her in person, but I think I have to say that just based off this video alone, this is my favorite doll animatronic that Spirit Halloween has ever released. Now, I'm comparing her to Tricycle Doll, the 2 roaming dolls, and the roaming clown, because that was kind of a doll as well. I just think that this girl has such a unique animation that was so well executed, and the detail is incredible. I think the thing that impresses me about her the most is just the insane range of motion when she's rocking back and forth. If you watch the sneak peek video again, you'll notice it, and I think you can see it even better in the product video on Spirit Halloween's website. But this prop is rocking really far. It's definitely an animation that we've never seen before, and it seems that really all that's going on here is that the doll's body is moving forward and moving backward, but it's creating this rocking motion that intensifies as she goes on. Now, just from watching the video, she seems really small, like probably even Tricycle Doll size, but she's actually 3 feet tall, so it's not an incredibly small animatronic. It's one of the larger dolls that we've seen at Spirit Halloween. Now, she is made by Seasonal Visions, which tends to produce pretty high-quality, well-made props, so I have a feeling she's going to be fairly durable. You can see that the base of it seems to be made of metal poles, the, rocking, curved parts. And one thing that I do notice is that the horse does not actually continue all the way. It doesn't really have a body. It's just the head and neck of a horse, and then the rest of the prop is just made up of the dress of the doll. So I think it was an interesting move to make it this way. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a downside. I think for some people it is going to be, because from certain angles you can kind of see that the horse doesn't really continue, but I find it to look kind of cool because she has a very large, dirty looking dress, and it doesn't seem to take away from it, for me at least. My guess as to why they made it this way is probably to limit the material that's needed to go into this prop. If they had the horse continue all the way to the back, then that would call for a lot more plastic and paint job needed to be done, while instead they just have this dress covering up all those extra spots. And they may have also just liked the design of the dress being a lot larger. I personally like it too, rather than having like a shorter dress with legs and feet coming down on a horse. They probably just realized that if they're going to have this long dress, then there's no need to continue the plastic all the way, and that brings the price down a little bit as well. But having said that, her price is not looking too great. She's actually going for $160 right now on Spirit Halloween's website. I know that I've talked about a lot how the prices seem to be on the rise overall this season. If you look at all of the newer releases, you'll probably notice a pattern that all of them are sitting at much larger prices than they have in previous years. So I understand that. But on its own, this doll does just not seem worth $160. Now, for me, I think it is, because I just really love the animation, and I have a spot for her, so I'm probably going to be purchasing her regardless of the price. But as far as what it really does and how much material there really is, it doesn't seem worth $160 to me. So I know that we have to take into account that it's probably a lot larger in person than it looks in the video. Like I said, it's 3 feet tall, so if you imagine that, it is pretty large, but it's not as large as some that we've seen going for $160 in the past. So even though I do still firmly believe that it is overpriced, like many are this year, I think it's probably one of the most affordable, and I think it was such an awesome concept that was executed so well that maybe just for that, it's worth it to some people. Now, I have a spot for her, and I love everything about her as a whole, so I will definitely be purchasing her this year. But if she's not affordable to you, I will be providing you guys a promo code in the description of this video, and if you want to pre-order her or anything else on Spirit Halloween's website, you can use my affiliate link in the description of this channel. You can shop Spirit Halloween at no extra cost to you, while in the process helping out the channel if you would like to. So one of the things that I really like about this prop is its detail in every aspect. I think that they did a very good job at making this look like an old rustic rocking horse. Just the colors that they chose to go with in the horse itself, which were more pale, lighter colors, lighter browns and darker browns to accentuate the depths of the horse's like neck and the shape that it has. I think it makes it look really, really awesome. And I also like the pale colors that they used in the dress, almost a bit of a yellowish tint, not really, but more of just a dark vanilla off-white and dirty dress as well. It's like a dirty white dress. Definitely looks really awesome and makes it look like an old doll on this rocking horse. And then I think that the face looks quite a bit different just in shape than any of the other dolls that we've seen before. It's also not gray like we saw with Roaming Rosie and the original Roaming Antique doll. It has more of a pale skin tone to it. So I think that that's cool that they went with that. It also has a skin tone in the lips that looks a little bit more realistic to a human face. But at the same time, it does have the same concept overall with having a cracked doll face and then empty eyes, which light up red. And I definitely like the fact that they went with red and not anything else like blue, because the red really contrasts all of the other doll colors that they have in this animatronic. And I like how the red eyes make her look like this evil and possessed little girl while her voice sounds so innocent and sweet. I also really love the audio. I love the voice as a whole. She has 3 different phrases. One of them is like the la 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 la, kind of similar to the zombie swing girl, but definitely has a different inflection and different tempo to it. She also sings 2 other nursery rhymes. So guys, that is about all I have to say for Rocking Horse Dolly. I'm definitely super impressed with her. I think Seasonal Visions did a great job, and I cannot wait to see her in stores at Spirit Halloween this year. Like I said, I definitely will be buying her. I know that I did sound quite disappointed about the price, but I think we're just going to have to accept this year, guys, that pretty much all of the new releases are going to seem overpriced compared to previous years. I think that you just need to make sure to use those coupon codes, which I will be providing. Spirit Halloween provides them. They send out emails. They send things in the mail. There's countless places where you can find these promo codes, and you just have to make sure to use them this year more than any other year. No, I will say that Rocking Horse Dolly is probably one of the most affordable that we're going to see this year, because it seems like pretty much all of them are over $200, and at least she is under that. So if you do really like her, I would order her as soon as possible, because I think she's going to be a pretty good seller, and she will probably be gone pretty fast. So anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and follow me on Instagram. A link will be in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.